It's November 5th, 2020. I'm Pastor Edgar, and these are Afterthoughts. I was again thinking of this last Sunday's sermon on our home in heaven, the home that Jesus is making us. He's gone to prepare it for us. And I was thinking about that in light of the elections that are happening down south. The elections have quite a few people worked up and scared and worried about what the future is going to be. Not only that, there's conspiracy theories that are really circulating quite a bit. All kinds of ideas about the election, what's happening in the US government, what's happening with COVID. Plus, there's the COVID fears. There's a lot of things that have our attention, that have our focus. When we're so focused and worried about those things that it seems like we forget that this is not our home. Our eternal home is in heaven with the Lord. He is our King, and we live here for the King. We are in this world, but not of this world. We are ambassadors for Jesus Christ here in this world that loves sin and that is blinded by sin and just chasing after sin. And we get to be here in this world as God's representatives, being godly according to Him in all of our circumstances that we get involved in. We are not to be fixated on what's taking place here in this world, not to be fixated on all the stuff that the news keeps throwing at us, as well as we are not to ignore and be disengaged from the world that is around us. And we need to hold both in our hands, knowing that, hey, you know what? Whatever we see on the news, that isn't the end for us. It's not the end to be all. You know, it's this world is going to pass away. This world is chasing after sin, but we live here as aliens with our eternal home with the Father, and so we're going to be okay. But we don't have the attitude of who cares what happens here. We actually do our best to love God here and love people here by doing things in a loving way towards people. And if that means serving others, serving our neighbors, serving our communities, serving our country, we serve them in our attempt to make things better here for others because we love them. But at the same time, we need to remember that this is not our eternal home. It is to come in heaven. And that should loosen things up for us so that we're not fixated on what is taking place here, but also not ignoring it or disengaged from what's happening here. I really hope that makes sense. So give it some thought. If you agree or disagree with me, please send me an email. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.